Day 5 of leadership. You know, so many of these lessons are so positive, but there's so many of these that when you do them, you realize that you fell short of them. And it's a self-defining, sometimes negative role. When you're there, a lot of times you're sitting there going, boy, I haven't been a very good leader. And unless you're not honest, a lot of people are going to say that. And this is not to convict you of what you've done that's wrong. It's to convince you what you can do to be right. You got to have that backbone. You got to be willing to throw the stick of wood in the fire. You got to be willing to get up in all kinds of adversity with the bombs going off all around you and lead the people behind you. That's leadership. And a lot of times we fail at that. You know, I look back on 71 years of life and 42 years of coaching, and unfortunately, we think about all the times that maybe we didn't throw the stick of wood in. Or we didn't have the backbone, or we didn't do what we should have done. And that's okay. You don't beat yourself up because you haven't been as perfect as you should have been. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. You should be progressing in your goal writing. By now, if you're doing the lessons in the order, you should be at a point that you're doing the goals every day. You're reading the stories, you're listening to the stories, and you're discussing them. None of these stories, I say none, almost none of these stories are 15 minutes long. Some are only 5 or 6 minutes long. There's a reason for that. It's to give you the time to answer the questions and discuss the answers. I actually taught a class that was 45 minutes long, and we did the same stories that you're doing. But we took the time to answer the questions and discuss the answers. Commitment to this curriculum is spending more than 15 minutes a day. Compliance to this curriculum is 15 minutes a day. Cooperate is spending the time that's necessary. Competing is listening to me for the 6 minutes. That's what it is about being a successful leader. Getting the people to do what you want them to do, maybe at the expense of yourself. Which one of these stories meant the most to you and why? Do you understand now what it takes to be a positive leader? Do you understand everyone's a leader? Some negative and some positive. But there's no one that's not a leader. You can't say, I'm not a leader. You are a leader. You may be leading people the wrong way, but there are people looking at you and they're following your example. They're following your road. What's your road like? If you're a positive leader, it's a great, beautiful highway to success. If you're a negative leader, it's a dirt road to failure. And that's leadership. And to be the best you can be, you have to develop the quality of positive leadership. And that doesn't mean you've got 5,000 people that are following you. That may mean you only have one. But you're leading that one in a positive road. And that's what being the best you that you can be really is.